Proverbs chapter 11 verse 2. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Stick around, cause I need that watch time.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
In his youth, Jabez had a lot of pride. He acted like he knew better than everyone else. But this pride would quickly become his undoing. He came to realise how destructive it really was. What you've got to realise about pride is that it's a fool's attribute. Only foolish people allow pride to consume them. Because if you allow pride to consume you, it's going to make you not only a dickhead to be around, but you're going to make so many mistakes because you'll be unable to see the error of your own ways. If you have a lot of pride, you are going to lose the respect of your peers. Nobody wants to be around someone who is arrogant and unwilling to accept any kind of criticism, who believes that they are better or superior to others. And respect is so important, and a man truly is nothing without the respect of others. And if you don't have the respect of others, you're screwed. Pride is something that will stop a man from growing. It'll stop you from reaching your full potential because you're unwilling to listen to the opinions of others, you're unwilling to listen to any feedback or criticism, and ultimately it's going to stop you from growing. How can you be your best self if you already believe that you are your best self? As a man, you should always be improving no matter what, and if you're not improving, you've got a lot of work to do because nobody is perfect and you must recognise that. If you're someone that's got a lot of pride, you're going to end up mistreating other people. You're going to take them for granted, you're going to make them feel unwanted, you're going to make them feel unappreciated. This is the greatest way to screw up your relationships with people. Pride is arguably one of the worst forms of self-gratification, and if you live for self-gratification, it is unhealthy. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a level of pride in yourself or in the things that you do, but there's a difference between having self-respect and pride. Pride is ultimately foolish, but having self-respect, you still have that level of humility there, and that level of humility is so important, and that is why you should be humble instead. Don't be someone who's proud, don't be someone who thinks that they're God's gift to the universe, because ultimately it's only going to drag you down. In the long run, it's going to bring you to your knees. As they say, pride goes before the fall. Be humble. People like to be around humble people, and people will say that being humble is downplaying your own strengths, and I don't think it is. I truly believe that being humble is one of the greatest strengths a man can have, because how can you improve as a man? How can you get better if you're not willing to accept your own flaws and say, you know what, I can improve on that? Just accept that you don't know everything, because if you feel like you know everything, you're never going to learn more and you're never going to become better. In the words of Qui-Gon Jinn, there's always a bigger fish. There's always going to be someone who's better looking than you, stronger than you, bigger than you, more intelligent than you, got a bigger dick than you. So why do you feel the need to feel like you're better than other people? It's dumb. It brings nothing to your life. It holds no value. Because if you go around thinking that you're Billy Big Bollocks and you think you're the best thing since sliced bread, someone's gonna come up to you and fucking destroy you. If you think you're the hardest man in the street, believe me, some guy's gonna come along one day and he's gonna beat the shit out of you. He's gonna put you in your place and you're gonna look like a little bitch. So stop being so proud. And just because someone isn't as intelligent as you, or skilled, or as talented, that doesn't mean that you can't learn something from them. There are people younger than me who I've spoke to, who I'm surprised at how insightful they actually are. Someone who has so much less life experience than me, but yet I'm able to learn things from them. And the same can be said for people I know who are old. There's people older than me that have listened to the things that I've said and been surprised at just how insightful I am, just how much they've been able to learn from me. Like, I'm 25 years old, and there's people who are probably twice my age, if not more, who watch my content and actually learn things from me. So it just goes to show you that you don't need pride. Be humble, be willing to learn from others, because you genuinely can learn so much more by having humility, having the strength to be able to say, maybe I'm not the best thing on the planet, maybe I'm not so great at this, but that's alright. You don't need to be the best, because no one is the best. There's no such thing as the best. You can only be doing better and better each time. So that's why it's so important to swallow your pride. I run a men's self-improvement group on Facebook. If you'd like to connect with me more personally, check out the link in the description. I would argue that pride is actually quite an insecure thing to have as a man. And do you want to know what else is insecure? Well, if you want to find out about that, click the video on screen right now. So I hope this video was valuable to you. If it was, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed that video. That's all I want to say about that. Oh!